After a bit of research, I think if Spyro is going to be coming soon, it's going to be developed by Beenox. Let's talk about it.
Whoa!
What's up guys, Canadian Guy here, and back with a brand new Spyro 4 speculative video. So I made a video quite a bit back talking about who I thought was going to develop Spyro 4. Initially, I said I thought it was going to be Toys for Bob, but after some thinking and a bit of research, I no longer think it's going to be handled by Toys for Bob, but by Beenox, if the game is coming this year. Now some of you might be confused as to why I think this, especially after that previous video, and why specifically if the game is coming this year. Let me explain. So we have been having Crash and Spyro related content coming out at an expedited rate since 2017. First with the Insane trilogy, then the Spyro Reignited trilogy, then CTR Nitro Fuel, Crash Bandicoot 4, and then the Crash Bandicoot mobile game Crash on the Run. We have had 5 games come out in such a short period of time, and 4 of those were actually Crash Bandicoot titles. Now, while I love Crash Bandicoot to death, I'm missing some Purple Boy action. So, because of the titles coming out one after another each and every year, and Crash having so much of the spotlight, it is assumed that finally, after 3 years of waiting, we're going to hear about the next Spyro title in development. There have been 3 main development teams that have been involved with creating all this nostalgic content: Vicarious Visions, Toys for Bob, and Beenox. So, who's going to be the one to handle the next take on Spyro? Well, it's not Vicarious Visions. Vicarious Visions was recently absorbed into Blizzard Entertainment as they continue their work on the Diablo 2 remaster, likely because of the blunder of Warcraft 3 Reforged. Activision basically scooted the classic team from Blizzard away and gave the remastering job to Vicarious Visions. So that leaves us with 2 studios, Toys for Bob and Beenox. Now, like I said, I thought initially it was going to be Toys for Bob, until recently. If you go over their website and look at their recently updated career page, there is only 5 positions open. The environment artist position specifically actually gives a bit of detail and ideas to what the job requires. There are 2 quotes I want to single out. Quote, assembles, edits, and optimizes highly detailed 3D environments. Create believable, photorealistic 3D models and textures from concept art and photo reference. And when you scroll down to what would really catch their eye, they say passion for first-person shooters. This one hurts a lot. So, unless Toys for Bob is creating a live-action Spyro first-person shooter where Spyro has an AK-47 duct taped to his head and sparks pulling the trigger, this is a job that's directed to Call of Duty. And if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys, that really stings. But what about Beenox? What are they up to? Well, if you go to their careers page, they have a whopping 22 job openings at this point in time. Now, this is of course at this time. Last year, Beenox had made an announcement that they were expanding the size of the studio exponentially, reporting that they were opening up over 100 roles. Not people, roles. As in there could be multiple people assigned to a role. There could be more jobs that have already been fulfilled and even more that are on the way. Now, Beenox is seen a lot by the public eye as the studio to support Call of Duty, and that is backed by some of the job listings directly pointing out that the job is meant for Call of Duty, specifically Warzone. But among those job listings, there are many that don't speak of what it is that they are working on. For example, this is a job listing for a gameplay programmer. While not being specific on the project that's being worked on, it has the following quote, with the arrival of new creative mandates and continuing involvement in the blockbuster franchise Call of Duty, you have the opportunity to showcase your talent and expertise to millions of players around the world. Now, there is something important with the wording here. The arrival of new creative mandates and continuing involvement in the blockbuster franchise Call of Duty. The job listing is stating two different categories of games: Call of Duty and other creative mandates. The same listing also states that a perk to hire you is if you have knowledge in the Unreal Engine, the same engine that's been used for Crash, Spyro, and Tony Hawk. And with Tony Hawk and Crash, who came out late last year, it seems it could be a job for Spyro. On top of that, when comparing to a job that is specifically targeted for Call of Duty, in this case a graphics programmer, there is no mention of having knowledge in the Unreal Engine as a perk. So that means it's not a copy and pasted generalized perk that's on every single listing, it's a specific targeted perk that they are looking for. So here's what I'm thinking. In June, during E3, Summer Game Fest, Sony State of Play, whatever the case may be this year, we would get an announcement of Spyro coming and being developed by Beenox. Either that, or we will get the announcement of Wumpa League, Crash's heavily rumored PvP game mode. But if we don't get a Spyro announcement in June, then I think we might be seeing Wumpa League later in the year, or an entire break from Activision. Remember how I said that we have been getting games constantly for the past few years? It's entirely possible that Activision might be taking a step back from the Crash and Spyro franchises for an entire year, just to kind of let the dust settle. Sometimes when you blast the market with the same content, even fans of that content can get tired of it. You're saturating the market. So Activision may not return with Spyro or Crash until 2022. It would suck, but it's possible. I also think that we might see Wumpa League during this time instead of Spyro because it's Crash's 25th anniversary. They may want to continue celebrations for Crash and hold off on Spyro till the following year of 2022. Who knows? At this point in time, however, I do not think that Toys for Bob is working on Spyro, Spyro 4, or any Spyro title. I think that if we were to look anywhere, it has to be Beenox, and only Beenox. But what do you think? Do you think Beenox can handle it? And what would you like to see from them? Comment below and let me know. Thank you so much to all those who not only support the channel, but myself and my family. Because of your contributions, I'm able to do this full time. If you'd like to support the channel, please consider clicking the join button or becoming a Patreon with the link in the description. I also live stream every Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on by and say hi. Again, thank you to everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video and or live stream.